It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Birds and the 49ers, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. First carry for Saquon Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Dotson, the man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end got her. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Hurts again. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Man in motion is Smith. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. They'll try to run here with Barkley. Mark him right on the 15, and the march continues. That is a first down picked up on the ground. Once again, it's Barkley. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Now, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with first and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
That first and goal sack now changes everything defensively, Mike. You imagine that you're in a 4-down territory where the offense is going to try to take advantage of the field position and punch it in over the goal line. Now, can you hold up on second and third down and come away with forcing a field goal, which in this situation, I think is a huge win.
Going in the wrong direction. Now second and goal from the 12. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get this down to the 10-yard line. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on third and goal? Now it's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. He is in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Purdy works out of the pistol. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll put Ayuk in motion. He's got his tight end, Kittle. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
3rd and inches, you're thinking the tight ends are on the field to block for the back or the quarterback, but not here. Nice setup here, playing to the tendencies of their offense, and they come away with a nice completion.
1st and 10. To throw once more, it's Purdy. A throw on the move is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now, stoppage here for an injury. It's Christian McCaffrey who's having an issue down there. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he will get into the end zone. Isaac Guerendo. Touchdown, 49ers.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Williams now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And it'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On play action, here's Hurts. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. Again, Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Hurts will try it again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And he's in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott on now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. To throw on 1st down is Purdy. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Nolan Smith makes the tackle. Here comes 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
3rd down. Here's Hurts out of the gun. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep for the Niners, Jacob Cowing. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Niners offense ready to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. On comes Thomas Morstead as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Pass caught by Pearsall. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line. So we've hit halftime, and it's the visitors, the Eagles, out on top. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The 49ers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On second down, Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. He's got it. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 45 yards.
The offense is able to land a big blow there, and I think what happened defensively, Mike, is just everyone was not on the same page. And when you do that at this level, the good offenses, they're going to make you pay for it. They've got to clean up those mistakes, make the offense have to earn everything they get.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. Second down and 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. A tight end in motion now. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. Marked down at the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. From the gun, it's Purdy. He runs with it. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. They need 2. Here's Purdy. And he'll take it on in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. On the ground is Barkley to start the drive. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Hurts working in the pistol. Off balance throw. It's complete. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
Man in motion is Brown. On third down, here's Hurts. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 59 yards.
When you get big gains like that, Mike, it's pretty easy to see why that stat line just continues to grow. And the defense doesn't come away with a plan to stop this guy. We could have a record-setting performance on our hands.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's first and goal. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A first down throw for Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down, Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. A first down throw for Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Quick throw on the RPO to Goddard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Hurts will work here from the pistol. A pass caught by Saquon. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Hurts will try it again. To the outside. Catch made by Brown. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. That's taken in by Jennings. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Purdy works out of the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
He's got his man, complete to Pearsall. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
They'll throw again with Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air is Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A gain there of 21. It's good for a Niners 1st down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. The throw on the run is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll send a tight end in motion right. A run here with McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On is Moody to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Now Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll send a tight end in motion. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Here's Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. On 2nd down, Barkley. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout to talk things over before 3rd down. A run up the middle with Barkley. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Purdy now on 2nd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and It's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to air this one out. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.